Hello, beautiful people. I wanted to come on here today and talk about embarrassment. And I wanted to talk about the theme of getting more free, letting go of embarrassment, letting go of that part of the ego that gets so embarrassed and is so kind of infiltrated into the forms and structures that it has to align with for embarrassment to come out. So let me tell you a little story about why this came up for me today. I'm over on TikTok and I do a lot of sound healing there and just fun little videos. And I saw one of my friends on there, and someone had left a comment saying she was doing a dance in their kitchen and stuff. And someone left a comment, aren't you embarrassed to, film yourself dancing in the kitchen? And so I actually did a duet and just saying that, saying my part about what embarrassment is and stuff like that, and danced alongside of her. And so it made me think of this whole idea of being embarrassed and playing the holy fool and just letting go of all of that and dancing anyway and filming ourselves on TikTok and whatever. Guys, embarrassment is a construct of being tied into forms and structures of the 3D collective. When you can let go of embarrassment and things like that, you are truly free. But what also you're doing by dancing in your joy and not succumbing to embarrassment, you give others permission for that joy too. You give others permission to let go and live beyond that form and structure. You give people permission to be that free with their self-expression. So guys, your freedom of joy and your expression of dance and song, even if it's not perfect, or if it is perfect, who cares? Like, it's all about that you are brave enough to go past and unhook from those forms and structures. And by doing that, by being you and being that freedom, you actually are setting the stage for someone else to have that freedom on the planet. That's what that energy lines up with. So where does embarrassment come from? Well, 3D Collective is formed with lots of forms and structures and things that are appropriate and a cause and effect, right? And timelines and what's appropriate for each age. So when you buy into all that, buy into how that all those forms and structures, yeah, you're going to be embarrassed if it's not lining up with the timeline or the appropriateness and things like that. But when you unhook from the 3D collective, and when you unhook from that part of the ego that needs to have that to feel safe, you have more freedom. You get to be free from those forms and structures. The other thing that happens is past lives. I don't know exactly how past lives work in the time continuum and with soul and spirit journeys, but I do know that we hold different energetics from not just living this experience. And sometimes when we're holding that experience, say, of what embarrassment led to, in a past experience, it could be that you were stoned to death. It could be that embarrassment led to being burned at the stake. It could be embarrassment led to losing a love or your child being taken away. Who knows? But sometimes those fears of embarrassment and being seen in a certain way, they have a vibrational cord to something that we're not even super aware of. So I've worked a lot with this with clients before, with singing out and public speaking and their cording to their embarrassment and being rejected and things like that. So embarrassment is intertwined with a low self-esteem and low confidence. And a lot of that has to do with kind of experiences past this lifetime, however that shows up. So that's happening for people. So have compassion to people for people that are saying, aren't you embarrassed? Oh my God. Have compassion because they're not free yet. They're locked into some forms and structures that keep their lives pretty tight and shut down from possibilities. This channel is all about possibilities. It's about remembering your greatness, and it's about becoming more free and awake. So, what does that mean? So, that means any role you're playing in life, whether it's a mother, a business person, a daughter, what other roles are the teacher, um, whatever role you're playing in life, can you play it with the most freedom and joy possible? And that means it's time to take a look. It's time to take a look a little deeper into how your ego may be controlling you and how these corded energies are controlling you. And so basically what happens is you just need to become aware of them. You basically need to say, "Oh, I'm feeling embarrassed," and ask the question, "What is this? What is this embarrassment? You know, is it a safety thing? Is it a fear thing?" And if you notice, "Oh, I'm scared of this or that," you ask, "Well, what's under the fear?" And you may notice what's under the fear is you may have something come to you like a past energy or a past experience or an image or a memory of this lifetime. And you can tell that that's the past. We're safe now. I see this, but we're safe now and it's okay now. And this isn't going to happen again. You kind of talk to it like it was kind of a young child. But the first step is asking that energy of embarrassment or that fear, what is this? And get to a deeper layer of it. Because once you get to the deeper layer of it, then you can ask, is this relevant right now? So a lot of my clients, when we did that, they found out that this was messaging from, a teacher or a parent when they were 5, and they're like, this isn't relevant at all to my life. Yet they were still running that frequency in their lives, and they felt trapped by it. They felt like they weren't free, and they felt embarrassed to show up in their lives and have their voice and have their self-expression. So guys, do you want more self-expression? Do you want to live life more free and not feel that embarrassment? Now, I definitely got embarrassed a lot as a little kid. And I have to say, my journey with singing and getting on stage, because I just felt this pull to get on stage as a teen and in my 20s, that's when I started becoming a singer-songwriter. That experience started to just let go of that form and structure the ego is trying to hold on to. And I started to just feel like I was being sung by light, by source, and I really liked that feeling. And so I did more of it and I did more of it, and the light just started to kind of work with me, and I started to really let go of that old programming that there was a reason to be embarrassed. And then all of a sudden you couldn't stop me from singing and dancing anywhere, and I just stopped living from the reality of embarrassment. So do you or someone you know live with this fear of being embarrassed? And what embarrasses you the most? Let me know in the comments. I'm just curious. And are you ready to have more freedom? It's up to you. The first step is choosing to have more freedom. And then the second step is to become more aware around what that is. So if that fear of embarrassment comes up, ask it the next question. What is this? How old am I being? What is this corded to? These 3 questions are invaluable to open up the funnel for more awareness. Okay, and then once that shows up, once the awareness, you cultivate more awareness, then the possibilities show up. Then the possibilities show up to meet that situation again that may cause embarrassment and say, I'm going to do this I'm going to go past the fear. I'm going to do it anyway. And watch how that grows your freedom. When you go past, when you choose past your fear. I keep reading that quote. It says someone who's brave doesn't mean that they don't have fear. It just means that they went past, they had courage to go past the fear and do it anyway. Now, sometimes, you know, fear can give us a little like, oh, okay, I shouldn't go down that dark alley. That's, that's awareness, okay? But when fear comes up, that's the next level of disconnection, of separation from your guidance and your source. So really, fear, some people say, is kind of guidance. I don't think it is. You have intuition, you have awareness as guidance. And whenever it turns into fear, that means there's a form and structure there. There's a past energetic that's corded into like a bad experience or like a lower frequency. So you have intuition, right? Animals are intuitive, right? They have instincts. They don't have fear. So let's let go of the fear. Let's calm the jets of the ego. And let's see if we can work with embarrassment. Are you embarrassed? Singing and dancing are two things, and public speaking are three things that really like embarrass people. And and they're really painless, really. Like, I mean, they're really safe to do, even though it's really embarrassing. Go sing online. Go sing at a open mic. Go face the embarrassment and the fear, and go past it and see, like, or video yourself dancing. It's embarrassing. I challenge you to go dance online and post it. And I wonder the feedback you're going to get. Every time I have posted myself doing a kitchen dance, dancing in the kitchen, people have said, "You go, girl. Wow, this is amazing. Wow, you're so bright." People love seeing expression. Now, my friend, who has a whole channel of her kind of dancing on TikTok, there's some people that triggers them. But guess what? You being able to go past the fear of embarrassment and really live your light and triggering people's discomfort is laying a seed inside those people, a little seed that is eventually going to stir their awakening to let go of the embarrassment. Eventually. This lifetime, who knows? Would you be willing, my beautiful awake friend, to be that seed for someone's awakening? That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? All right, beautiful being. Now, if you are going through some challenges with letting go of this type of fear of embarrassment, I do free calls, a free 30-minute discovery call to see if we're a match and if you want further mentoring from there or not. But it's time to get more free on the planet. It is the time of the Great Awakening. It's time to get super free. And if each one of us can be that seed of awakening for someone, let's do it. All right, beautiful one. Namaste.